Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and a happy 4th of July to everybody. Hope everybody is having a very great 4th of July. And I hope that it continues to be a great day for you, whatever you are doing to celebrate the 4th of July, whether you're having a barbecue with family or friends, or if you're just setting up to watch fireworks tonight, or whatever it is that you're doing for the 4th of July. Hope everybody is having a very good 4th of July. Yeah. Yeah. And I figured, in honor of the 4th of July, I've done some 4th of July videos in the past. Like a few years ago, I made the Great American Bash 1990 review. Yeah. Yeah. So I figured, with it being 4th of July, I would, really do something, in honor of the 4th of July. And what I decided to do is, I decided to, go back and, take a look at, one of my favorite, 4th of July moments in the WWE. Yeah. So I decided to go back and watch the match where Hulk Hogan and Edge faced Billy and Chuck for the Tag Team Championship on the 4th of July episode of SmackDown in 2002. So this is going to be a review for that match. This really has always been one of my favorite memories of the 4th of July in WWE, because WWE has had some memorable 4th of July moments in history. There was the whole USS Intrepid stuff in 1993 with Lex Luger slamming Yokozuna. There was some other sort of a 4th of July moments in WWE history as well, whether it is on Raw or SmackDown. So WWE has had its share of famous moments that have happened on the 4th of July. Yeah. But this one really has always been a true favorite of mine. I really have always just really when I think of moments in the WWE that have occurred on the 4th of July, this is one that has always really come back to my mind. I really was just I really did love this moment when it happened. I really have just always was a have always really held this moment in a very high regard. Yeah, I really did just really like this match. Like I said, this took place on the 4th of July episode of SmackDown in 2002. Yeah, so this was of course Hulk Hogan's comeback year to WWE. Yeah, and of course it was already such a big year for Hulk Hogan when he made his return to the WWE that year. Of course, facing The Rock at WrestleMania 18, winning the Undisputed Championship from Triple H at Backlash, yeah, and just how hot the crowds really were for Hulk Hogan. There was that the ovations that Hulk Hogan received in Montreal. There was the Raw after WrestleMania, and that ovation that he received in. Yeah, and then of course there was the episode of SmackDown. I think it was before Judgment Day that was also in Montreal, and the crowd just was just went crazy and just did not stop. It went on forever. So Hulk Hogan really was just really just so hot and over when he returned in 2002. Yeah, and it really was just all very nostalgic seeing Hulk Hogan back in the WWE. Yeah. And everyone would just really love this. So this was still during Hulk Hogan's return year, and yeah, and this was still when the fans were just totally still really crazy for him. So this was just another one of Hulk Hogan's big moments when during his comeback to the WWE in 2002, you know? And of course, Edge teaming with Hulk Hogan was always a cool thing because, everyone, was knowing how, growing up, Edge really was, a huge fan of Hulk Hogan. Of course, Edge was, always, known for, attending WrestleMania 6 in 1990, being a Hulk Hogan fan and stuff. So just seeing Edge actually teaming up with Hulk Hogan, it was a really cool thing to see. It kind of is something every kid really does really wish just think you're watching your favorite wrestler growing up, and when you're fully grown you actually get to team with them. Yeah, that is I think what every like kid really does wish that could happen to them. So this really was just such a great thing to do for Edge as well. Yeah. And yeah, and it really was just like a really great just to see like Hulk Hogan and Edge team up like this and challenge Billy and Chuck for the tag team titles. Yeah, because of course like during this time with Billy and Chuck, like Billy and Chuck really were just like at the top of the tag team division for months at this point. Like they won the tag team titles like back in like I think it was like February or March. Like they won the title sometime between No Way Out and WrestleMania that year. Yeah, and Billy and Chuck had pretty much like held the titles ever since. Like there was like that small period, like they lost the titles to Rikishi and Rico at Judgment Day that year, but yeah, they won them back a few weeks later. So yeah, so Billy and Chuck, with the exception of like those few weeks, were pretty much like tag team champions for like I think it was like 4 or 5 months at this point. Yeah, so Billy and Chuck were really just like at the top of the tag team division. Yeah, and growing up like back during that time, like me and my brother really like we really did like Billy and Chuck. Like we were always like rooting for Billy and Chuck. Like yeah, we don't I don't really know what it was that we really were like really just like really liked them for, but yeah, we really were just like always like rooting for Billy and Chuck in matches. So it was just this was like kind of like a funny time for me and my brother like watching this, like always rooting for Billy and Chuck as our tag team champions. Yeah, but of course like for this match, like I was not rooting for Billy and Chuck. Like with Hulk Hogan being like my favorite wrestler, of course I was like on Hulk Hogan and Edge's side for the match. Yeah, so yeah, I really did feel kind of like weird for this match because like it was like my favorite tag team going up against like my actual favorite wrestler. So yeah, so it was really like kind of a weird situation for me. Yeah, but yeah, like actually like with this match, like I actually did really find this match to be pretty enjoyable. Like it was like a relatively short match. Like the match was only like about like under 10 minutes long, but yeah, it really was still like a pretty entertaining match. Just like seeing Hulk Hogan and Edge team up was like cool to see. Yeah, and they really did do pretty good. Like going up against Billy and Chuck. Yeah, I did like find this to be like a pretty entertaining match. And plus, yeah, the crowd really was like very into it. Like the crowd really just like was super hot for Hulk Hogan here, and like when Edge was legal in the match, the crowd really was just, like really like going like kind of like really like had a lot of like anxiety to really want to see Hulk Hogan come into the match. So yeah, so this was another example of, like how hot Hulk Hogan really was when he returned in 2002. Yeah, but yeah, I really did like this match. Like it, like yeah, I did find it to be like a nice paced match, and yeah, and plus, yeah, just how hot the crowd was for it, and plus, yeah, it had a really awesome result, and yeah, just like a really great moment for the 4th of July. So yeah, so what can I really say? Just yeah, I mean, this really has always been like probably like my favorite 4th of July memory from WWE. Like I said, they have had like quite the number of 4th of July moments, but yeah, I think that this one is probably all my favorite of all. Yeah, just really did like this match. Yeah, it just really did feel like it was just like something that really just like how can I really say this? Like wrestling wise, it probably really wasn't like that memorable, but yeah, just like seeing like this stuff with like Edge teaming with Hulk Hogan, and yeah, and plus yeah, Hulk Hogan's entrance also was like a really great because yeah, with this being the 4th of July, Hulk Hogan actually came out to Real American. So yeah, so that was cool to see. Like when Hulk Hogan like a return in 2002, like after he left the NWO, like he didn't like use Real American. He just like used the Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child song for his entrance music. So yeah, so he was actually like using that music during the time. But yeah, on this night for the 4th of July, he used Real American. So yeah, so it was really cool to see Hulk Hogan really just using Real American for like a 4th of July like America entrance. Yeah, it really was like really cool to see him come out to that. And plus Hulk Hogan also like came out like with the American flag and wearing the like rather than his red and yellow feather boas that he was wearing during the time, like he actually wore like red, white, and blue feather boas during his entrance. So yeah, so it's pretty cool just to see Hulk Hogan really like decked out in red, white, and blue. Who like that, and also holding the American flag. Yeah, of course, and yeah, it just really was like really cool to really see like Hulk Hogan, like really like just displaying how he was like the real American hero. Like, of course, Hulk Hogan like for Americana. So yeah, so really cool to like see Hulk Hogan really coming out, really representing America that way. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and the match, yeah, like I said, the match overall, I did like find it entertaining. It did like go back and forth. Hulk Hogan and Chuck started out going at it with each other. Edge eventually got tagged in, and he went at it with Billy and Chuck. Yeah, and then there were like some moments throughout the match where like Billy and Chuck kind of course, like being the heels, using some dirty tactics. The illegal one in the match like got involved and attacked him. Like there was this one point where Edge was fighting with a Chuck, but then Billy got involved in the match and attacked Edge from behind. Yeah. Then there was this one point where Chuck, I think, threw Edge outside of the ring, and then Billy ended up grabbing Edge and Rico, who this was still like when Rico was managing Billy and Chuck. Rico then tried to kick Edge, but Edge moved out of the way and then accidentally kicked Billy. Yeah, yeah. Then Hulk Hogan then got back into the match, and the crowd went crazy when Hulk Hogan came out. Yeah, and also I should probably say one more thing about during Hulk Hogan entrance, the crowd really was just going nuts when they heard Real American playing. Yeah, the crowd was all holding having the crowd had all these small American flags. I'm not sure if coming into the as the crowd was entering the building, if they were given American flags for it being Fourth of July. I don't know if that was the case, but yeah, a lot of fans did have small American flags. Yeah, and they were all waving them during Hulk Hogan entrance, along with just marking out. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Getting back to the match, then Hulk Hogan then got involved. Hulk Hogan got tagged in once again. Crowd went crazy. And then as Billy and Chuck tried to do some a double team moves on a Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was able to survive them. Then as Edge eventually then got tagged in again. Then as Edge then was able to fight off Billy and Chuck. As Chuck was down, Edge tried to go for a spear on Billy, but Rico ended up tripping Edge, stopping him from delivering the spear. Yeah, and then Hulk Hogan then went after Rico and took him out. Yeah. Yeah. Then eventually then Hulk Hogan and Edge then fought Billy and Chuck off. Then as Billy was taken out, then Hulk Hogan and Edge double teamed Chuck and gave Chuck a double big boot, and then Edge delivered a leg drop to Chuck, and then Hulk Hogan delivered a leg drop to Chuck, and then Edge then pinned Chuck, and so then Hulk Hogan and Edge won the tag team titles. Yeah. Yeah, and the crowd went absolutely nuts when Hulk Hogan and Edge won. The crowd just absolutely loved it, and it really was a great moment to see Hulk Hogan and Edge win the tag team titles. Like Michael Cole said it best, how appropriate that Hulk Hogan won his first tag team title on the 4th of July. So yeah, really great moment there. Yeah. And I did find it really kind of strange that this really was Hulk Hogan's only tag team championship in his career. I did just found that kind of odd that Hulk Hogan had never won another tag team championship. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't you have thought that back when he and Macho Man were the Mega Powers, they would have become tag team champions? And there were some other times when Hulk Hogan was a team with someone that you would have thought they may have won the tag team titles also. But no, this was Hulk Hogan's only tag team championship win. So found it kind of strange that this was Hulk Hogan's only tag team title reign. Yeah. But yeah, Hulk Hogan and Edge winning the tag team titles really was a great moment, and it really was just a really fitting for Hulk Hogan to get a 4th of July moment like this. So a really great moment with Hulk Hogan and Edge winning the tag team titles. And their team just oh man, I really just wish their team would have lasted longer. I really wish they would have held the tag team titles longer because they just lost the tag team titles 2 or 3 weeks after this at Vengeance to Christian and Landstorm. I found it kind of unfortunate that their reign was so short. I would have liked to have seen them hold the tag team titles for a month or two. So it kind of sucks that their reign was so short. But yeah, them winning the tag team titles still really was a really great moment. And the crowd loved it. And it really was just nice to really get this 4th of July moment for Hulk Hogan to add to a lot of just his great moments of his 2002 comeback. So did like this match, and like I said, this really is the Fourth of July moment from WWE that is probably the one that I really do like the most, and yeah, and it is like one that really will always come to me when I think of Fourth of July moments in the WWE. So so really just a really nice like a Fourth of July moment, and and it really was just like cool to see the stuff with like Hulk Hogan and Edge teaming up, Hulk Hogan's Real American entrance for the Fourth of July, and Hulk Hogan and Edge winning the tag team titles. So just I just really don't know what else I can say, but yeah, this really was just like a very great moment and yeah, and really did love it a lot. And I'm sure a lot of other people did too. Whether you are like a Hulk Hogan fan, an Edge fan, or just a fan of both guys, like just yeah, really a really nice moment for both guys. Yeah, especially for like Edge to get to team up with his childhood hero and Hulk Hogan getting a big Fourth of July moment like this. So yeah, so just yeah, really great moment right there. So yeah, so if you haven't seen this before, like if you haven't watched the Fourth of July episode of SmackDown from 2002, give it a watch. And yeah, and this really will be like a really great moment to see. All right. So yeah. So I guess this is all I can really say about it. So yeah. So I guess this does it for the review. All right. So yeah. So this does it for my review of Hulk Hogan and Edge versus Billy and Chuck from the Fourth of July episode of SmackDown from 2002. So I hope you guys enjoy what I had to say about this, and I hope everybody does have the happy Fourth of July. And let me know what your favorite Fourth of July moment in WWE is, because yeah, like I said, there has been quite a few Fourth of July moments that have happened in the WWE. So comment on my channel and tell me what your favorite Fourth of July WWE moment is. Yeah. All right. But I hope you guys did enjoy what I had to say about this. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a happy 4th of July. And I'll see you guys later.